Level 1, the youngin. You're 12 years old, maybe 13. You live on 84th in Figueroa, or Compton, or East Long Beach. You've been watching the older guys on the corner since you were 9. The red rags, the blue flags, the way they move, the way everyone steps aside. You don't get recruited. It's more like gravity. Your older cousin is a blood. Your brother is a Crip. Half the block is claimed. You're already inside the circle before you even make a choice. They give you a job first. Hold this. Watch that corner. If a cop car rolls by, go inside. You're not a member yet. You're furniture. But you're learning. You get paid in snacks, in attention, in belonging. At home, your mom is working a double shift. Your dad isn't there. But out here, somebody sees you. That's the thing nobody explains. It's not about the money at first. It's about the fact that for the first time in your life, someone says, "You're one of us." Level 2. Getting jumped in. You're 14. You've decided. You tell your cousin you're ready. He nods. He doesn't look surprised. The next Friday, behind a parking lot off Crenshaw, 6 older members surround you. You know what's coming. You agreed to it. 60 seconds. You cannot run. You cannot go down. You have to stand. They throw hands. Hard. Real. You get hit in the jaw, the ribs, the back of the head. Your lip splits open. One guy kicks you while you're stumbling. The whole thing feels like it lasts an hour. Then it stops. Somebody pulls you up, gives you a dap, wraps a rag around your wrist. You're in. You walk home with a swollen eye and a cracked rib. Your mom asks what happened. You say you fell. She stares at you for a long time. She doesn't say anything. She already knows. She grew up here too. From this point forward, you are claimed. The neighborhood is your identity. You rep it with your colors, your hand signs, your tattoos, your whole body. And if someone from a rival set sees you in the wrong zip code, you're a target. You just traded your childhood for a family. The question is whether that family will still be there when things go wrong. Level 3. The soldier. You're 16. You're not just a lookout anymore. You're active. That means you move product. Weed mostly. Sometimes pills. You work a corner with 2 other guys. You hold the stash. Your boy holds the cash. Another guy stands back and watches. If a deal goes wrong, he handles it. You're making $400, $600 a week. More than your mom makes at Walmart. You start buying things. Jordans. A chain. You give your little sister money for school supplies. She doesn't ask where it came from. The violence is real now. Not just talk. A guy from a rival set got shot 3 blocks away. Everybody's tense. You start carrying the gun as a .38 revolver. Old, heavy. You fired it twice, both times into the air. But you keep it on you because everyone keeps it on you. Because you never know. One night you're on the corner and a car slows down. Black Chevy. No plates. Your stomach drops. You grip the .38 through your hoodie pocket. The window rolls down. It's a false alarm. Some drunk guy asking for directions. You don't sleep well that night. Or most nights after that. You're 16 years old and you have a felony in your pocket every time you step outside. Level 4. The enforcer. You're 19. You've proven yourself. You handle problems. When someone disrespects a member of your set, you respond. When a corner gets taxed by another crew, you push back. When someone owes and doesn't pay, you collect. Not always with a gun. Sometimes, just with presence. With reputation, you've been arrested twice. Once, for possession. Once for assault. Your public defender got you probation both times. You know the system now. You know what they can and can't prove. You know when to keep your mouth shut. You also know what the inside of a holding cell looks like at 2 a.m. You know what it smells like, and every time you walked out, you told yourself it was the last time. But here's the thing, nobody tells you. The higher you go, the harder it is to leave. You know too much. You've done too much. The only people who trust you are the people in the set, and the only people outside the set who know your name are law enforcement. There's a younger kid in the neighborhood, 13 years old, watching you the same way you used to watch the older guys. You see yourself in him. You don't say anything. You just look away. Level 5. The OG. You're 24. You've survived things that killed people around you. 3 guys you grew up with are dead. Marcus got shot at a vigil. A vigil for someone else who got shot. Dre caught a life sentence for a murder that may or may not have actually been him. Little Chris overdosed on the same product your set was selling. You're a shot caller now. Not officially. There's no ceremony, no title. It's just understood. When there's a dispute, people come to you. When a new move needs to get made, you're in the room. You're making real money, $5,000, $10,000 a month. You have a car, you have an apartment outside the neighborhood. You're careful. You don't post on Instagram. You don't drive dirty. You've watched too many people get taken down by their own mouths. But the feds have been watching the set for 2 years. You know this because 3 people have already gotten offers. Two of them flipped. One of them is your cousin. You sleep with a gun under your pillow. You change your route. Every day. You don't trust your phone. You thought getting older meant getting safer. You were wrong. The older you get, the more you know. And the more you know, the more dangerous you are to the people above you. And the more dangerous you are to everyone below. Level 6. The kingpin. You run the set. Multiple blocks, multiple corners. Supply coming in from the west side. Product going out across 3 neighborhoods. You have 40 people under you. You never touch the product. You never touch the money directly. Everything goes through layers. You learn that from watching Who Got Caught and Why. You have a legitimate front, a car detailing business, a clothing brand. It doesn't matter if it barely turns a profit. It explains your lifestyle on paper. That's all it needs to do. You are untouchable, or so it feels. Then the RICO indictment drops. You find out on a Tuesday morning. A lawyer calls. 31 counts. Conspiracy. Drug trafficking. 2 counts that trace back to murders you didn't personally commit, but that happened under your watch, in your territory, by your people. You have 2 options. Run or fight it. Running means leaving everything. Your family, your city, your life. It means becoming a ghost, like the cartel bosses you read about. It means your kids grow up without a father. Fighting it means trusting a legal system that has never once been on your side. You sit in your car outside your mom's house for a long time. You watch her kitchen light on through the window. She's cooking. She has no idea. You built an empire. It just took 20 years to figure out that the empire was a trap. Level 7. Federal prison. They got you. Maybe you fought it. Maybe you took a deal. Either way, you're in. Federal time is different from county. There's no early release for good behavior the way people think. You do 85% minimum. Your sentence is 22 years. You'll be out, if everything goes right, when you're 47. The first year is the hardest. Not because of violence, though that's real. Because of the silence. Because of the distance. Because your daughter was 6 when you went in. She'll be almost 30 when you get out, if she even still knows you by then. You have time now. More time than you've ever had. You get your GED. You read. You take a paralegal course because it's the only one offered. You help other inmates with their cases. Some of them are just kids. 18, 19 years old. Same corner you came up on. Same story, just a different name. And you realize, for the first time, clearly, with no noise and no hustle to drown it out, that the game was never designed for you to win. It was designed for you to think you were winning, until you weren't. The set is still running outside. Someone else is in your position. The corners are still open. The money is still moving. The kids are still watching from storefronts. Nothing stopped. Nothing changed. You just got removed. Level 8, the cycle. But the story doesn't end with you. Your little brother is 19 now. He visited you once in the first year, then stopped coming. You know why. You know exactly why. Your son, who you barely knew before you went in, is 15. He lives on the same block you grew up on. He's been watching the older guys on the corner since he was 12. You tried to write him letters. You told him everything. The truth. The whole truth. Not the version you used to tell yourself to feel better about it. The real version. The Marcus version. The little Chris version. The version where you're sitting in a cell and he's outside and you would give anything, to go back to that first night behind the parking lot, off Crenshaw, and make a different choice. You don't know if he read them. You don't know if it matters. Because there's always another kid on the corner. Always another parking lot. Always another older cousin, who seems like he has everything and nothing left to lose. The gang doesn't survive because it's powerful. It survives because the conditions that created it never changed. The poverty. The neglect, the schools without resources and the blocks without opportunity, and the system that profits from locking people up rather than lifting them up. You were never just a criminal. You were a product of something much bigger than one neighborhood, one set, one color. That doesn't make the things you did okay. You know that. But it means the solution was never just locking you away. There's a kid right now, sitting on a stoop on 84th Street, watching the corner, waiting for someone to tell him he belongs somewhere. And the cycle turns again.